Hello everyone, good morning, good evening or good night depending on wherever you are. So what a surprising day it was, and honestly I really thought this would be one of the worst day of crypto or the blockchain that we have ever seen. I mean, if you are probably active in the last few days, then you probably have heard about that Steem blockchain will be nullifying few of the accounts which have big stakes on Steem blockchain. So naturally this would look like this, that as Steem Inc. or some of the witnesses out there we're saying that these particular users whose accounts will be nullified, they are a threat to the Steem blockchain. So there are lots of things going on, and a hard fork was really implemented a few hours ago, and honestly thinking this was one of the best things that could really have happened. And one unforeseen circumstances really happened, and this really turned out the event in sideways. So naturally what was happening is the accounts that were supposed to be nullified, all those Steem power that were supposed to be nullified, they were transferred to Bittrex. So this means that those assets that were on that particular accounts, they were not really nullified, they were transferred from one account to Bittrex account. Now this is not really certified who really did it or which entity was behind it, but this is something good, to be honest. Instead of nullifying it, the accounts were transferred with a single memo, which really signifies that these assets were Steem stakeholders and they should be returned to those particular accounts. Now this could be a Robin Hood act, to be honest, and this could be the heist that was not really foreseen by any user apart from the user who really pulled it up. And now it's really kind of in the hands of Bittrex what they will come up with and what they're going to do with it. And I suppose if things goes right, then the original owners who these stakes really belong to, they will get their stakes back in however means necessary, because this is the right thing to do. And I don't know why some of the users are not really seeing it. This is an act of theft. Like, some users may say they were excluded for the airdrop of Hive blockchain. This is really a childish act, to be honest. The users who are claiming this is a revenge for that particular act, because naturally Hive blockchain was a fork of Steem blockchain. So anybody can be excluded from that particular airdrop. This is not really a bound rule that has to be done. Similarly, a new chain is forming, Bittrex blockchain. I don't know if you have heard about it or not, but if they really think of someone who do not really want to be airdropped, they can really exclude that person or those person from that particular airdrop. Nobody can do anything about it. Some Steem users might really call that a theft. But from the logical point of view, what you see, you do not really own anything. How can really someone steal from you? So anybody can really fork Steem blockchain and airdrop them millions of tokens. Nobody can really do anything about that. But what Steem blockchain have really done, it is unethical. But that is because if you see it rationally, the stake this particular user has, they were not really airdropped, they were purchased, they were staked, they were being used to help the community in different ways. The whole crypto world have really shaken by this act of theft. So I don't know how Steem would really turn out. Like, naturally, if any new investor really comes out on Steem blockchain by buying Steem, and if current witnesses do not really agree with whatever that particular user is doing, they can really take their money by forking Steem blockchain. So this was really a bold move and an unethical move, which will really ruin Steem in the long-term run. So I'm just sharing my point of view. You might have something different about it. So let's see how things really turns out, and let's see what really Bittrex comes up with an explanation or not, and how things really turns out in the next coming days. So stay tuned guys, and let's see what really happens. Cheers.